So welcome back to Street Switch. I don't know how well you can hear me. I'm down at Melton Library waiting for that busload of immigrants to turn up to come and learn English. We'll see if we can get them on camera. We'll have to wait and see what happens as there's some suspicious activity. See you in a minute. So as the first one turns up, he's actually walked here. There is a bus that's just basically come, as you can see right outside there, look. People piling up outside and everything. But as I said before, there's a load of bikers turning up as well down the bottom here. Looks like they're having a biker's day out or something. But I'm not sure what's going on. So one's turned up for the interpreter's course, or the English lesson, if you want to put it like that. This is right next door to a school, by the way. These are illegal migrants. Not legal, illegal. If I see any more, I'll start the video. So that's the learning hub inside. There's 2 rooms inside where they're teaching illegal migrants to speak English and to, let's just say, assimilate into society. I don't know who that is that's just beeping. Maybe a follower, maybe a hater, I don't know. They're in a silver Honda. If you're a follower, big up to you, shout out. But some bikers have turned up and stuff. Look like they're going on a day trip out. So I'm just about to go into town and see what's going off in town. See you in a minute. So it looks like we've got a police car coming out. I don't know where it's going. A little bit of police activity. Turning right. Who knows where that's going, but anyway, I thought I'd take a walk up towards B&H Cleaning. There's 2 new things for planning permission gone in, and I said there's been a lot of activity around this. Now, if you watch my previous video, you'll hear that I said that the guy that owns the building is a little bit of a connoisseur of HMOs and things like that. I think that's the long-term plan for this place. That's my opinion. They want to turn it into a car wash, which is literally within a stone's throw of another fucking car wash. That, to me, does not make any logical sense whatsoever. So why would they want to do that? Well, it reeks and is very fishy of money laundering and things like that. Now, these are accusations. This hasn't been proven or anything. I need to make that very, very clear. But I thought we'd take a walk up there and go and see if there's any activity, just to see what's happening, because I find it interesting. And just for reference, we will be taking another trip to the library today to find out just how many illegal migrants we've got coming in, or how many refugees we've got coming in learning English. They come from Leicester. I find that quite interesting. Now, there is activity at the old Barclays Bank as well. And what I forgot to mention was, whilst I was doing this video, you might not be able to hear me very well, but there are 2 screenshots that I need to show you, which I will show you as soon as I finish this voice note. And yeah, it's quite interesting. People are saying it's better than the building not doing nothing. Well, I'd rather the building do nothing than have another fucking car wash there that's going to block up congestion for traffic and shit like that, when we've just had a bypass built, what we've been waiting for 20 years to take away congestion in Melton Mowbray. Again, no logical sense. There's the place in question that I'm talking about. As you can see, not good. Not good at all. This tree that's been sawn down, they're just waiting for something. I don't know whether they're going to come along and saw it all up and things like that, but Town Estate have had to cut this down. You can sort of see where they've done it, obviously. A random video filled with everything today. Maybe they could make some furniture out of it or something for in here. This is where we are. I'm just going to take a walk over to the Bell Centre car park and see if that wall's been fixed. So I thought I'd just do a quick video of this that's been waiting to be fixed for some time now. Obviously they've palletised all the rocks and everything. Apparently a van crashed into this wall quite a long time ago. and it was just left. Now all of a sudden all these are palletised, and they think they're going to use these bricks or whatever they are, rocks, to rebuild the wall, hopefully. When it'll happen I don't know, but it didn't happen in the past, did it? It's a little bit like Redwood Park's bridge. So in goes all the free food to the grain store for homeless people and things like that, a charity. Morrison's are the ones that give them it. Now this is a place where you can come and get help if you need help and things like that. Obviously if you're on a budget for food and all that stuff. Founded by somebody called Ziggy Atherton. She was the mayor of Melton. Lovely lady. You can't go inside and record, obviously. But there they are. There you go. So unless you're blind to like things like HMO activity and things like that, as people like to point out, some of these HMOs are for students and people that can't afford a mortgage and all the rent for a whole house just for one person, which is absolutely 100% true. But with all the activity that's going off in all the other towns like Loughborough, Grantham, Leicester, Nottingham and places like that, we're surrounded by HMO activity that isn't for that, aren't we? And you can understand why Councillor Simon Lumley would have a concern after he was contacted by many individuals expressing their concerns. Now, I know I had a concern and I ask questions, and that's basically all Simon is doing, is basically asking the questions that residents want answered. And if you're going to ridicule somebody for that, then let's get real about it, do you know what I mean? I think it's just absolutely ridiculous. Just about to walk into the centre of town and go and grab a hot cup of coffee. I've got to meet my wife and stuff, and my mother-in-law, and grab a coffee, something to eat, and we'll crack on from there. So with Wednesday being quite a predominant day in Melton, meaning it's very quiet, it's very, not many people about. I can smell burning, but anyway, not many people about. Maybe that's why they choose to do that sort of activity on a Wednesday or maybe on a Monday and things like that. Well, I'm going to be coming into town on Mondays and on other days to make sure and to see what's happening and to see what's actually going on and see if we can spot who is in them HMOs, and if I find out that for 100% certain that it is a certain demographic, I'll record it, and that's basically all I can do. Now the reason I'm going to record it is because I think it's in the public interest with what's going on around certain towns, cities and things like that. Turn this round. Up. We're just going up Leicester Street, if you were wondering where I am. I'll see you in a minute. So it's been an interesting few days politically, hasn't it? With Andy Vernham, as I call him, because he is fucking venom. With him, soon to be Prime Minister, and his two speeches, yet wouldn't let the press ask any questions. You know, the same guy with no mandate, the same guy that hasn't been voted in by the British public, the same guy that basically completely ignored the Pakistani grooming gang cases, the same guy that basically spent a lot of money on a data centre, but the data centre never actually got built. The same guy that was Mayor of Manchester and basically made a complete and utter cock-up of Manchester. Look at the fucking state of the place. More crime there than the fucking Bronx. In fact, I'd quite happily compare it to the Bronx, with stabbings and all sorts happening over there. Drug problems and everything. I can hear police sirens. Going down Leicester Road, I'm not sure which way it's going though. I'll have a look in a minute. So that's the second ambulance or police car I've actually heard. It sounded like it was going towards Dolby Road area. Just about to take a walk and have a look. See if there's anything going on. Oh, I don't know. So it looks like there's some work going on down at the, what's this place called? Welton Park or something? People using the tennis courts, people using the football courts. I think there's a litter picker as well. I just thought we'd come for a quick walk round and see what's going on. Yeah, it's somebody picking up the litter from Town Estate. They shouldn't have to do that. People should be made to pick up the fucking litter themselves. And if they don't do it, fucking charge them, I say. Keep a list of the people that use it. Get them to put a deposit down before they use it. Say 20 quid, 25 quid. You get your 25 quid back if you leave it in a decent state. Now it looks like Town Estate have actually been down and cut all the grass down here and everything. It looks a lot better. They didn't have to do that because nobody uses it, but they've done it anyway. Again, as you've seen from yesterday's video, they do cover a large area in Melton with not very many employees. So as you can imagine, it's difficult for them to keep on top of everything, but they manage it somehow. How, I do not know, but they do manage it. Oh, they're not litter picking, they're playing badminton. I used to love playing badminton. Now, it's an absolutely beautiful day. An absolutely beautiful day. Down here in Melton Mowbray. And across the rest of the country, hopefully. I hope it's a nice day for you. Now, I don't know what my exposure's doing because I've set it to auto exposure. So you can see me at all times. Not that you'd want to look at my ugly mug. Not that you'd want to look at my fucking jughead. That's what I used to get called at school, jughead, wingnut, because I've got big ears. All the better for hearing you with. But as I was saying before, I come down here because it's nice and quiet and it's a nice little walk. It's nice to be able to bring your family down here and just chill out. And I'm big into chilling out just recently. It must be my age. I don't seem to be as erratic as what I was a couple of years ago. I seem to have mellowed out a lot. I'm 48 years old now. So, what that's all about, I do not know. But I don't care. I'm happy. I'm happy with my state of affairs. I owe nobody nothing. I owe nobody an explanation for anything. And to me, that's probably the most important thing. See you in a minute. So as you can see, I'm sat in Greg's and I've just been talking to a friend outside who was just coming out of the HSBC bank. Somebody had been in boots and nicked a load of perfume. Lad described with dark hair, tall, skinny, and a woman chased after him down towards Iceland. We've still got shoplifters in Melton and it still needs sorting out. So when is it going to happen? We say crime rates have gone down, which they have, but it's still quite bad. So what exactly has happened, I'm not sure. All I know is that I got told that somebody had stole something from Boots, and the lady from Boots ran after them. The police are here now. Still waiting to see what happens. Parked in the centre of town. They might be walking, well, they might have gone to Boots to find out exactly what it is that's happened, but yeah, they're here. So what we've had is somebody pinching perfume from Boots, who legged it down the street. I hope the lady's okay. Ever spot any activity? Should we take a walk down the bottom and see if they've got them? Let's take a walk down towards Iceland and go and have a look, because it makes for good recording, in my opinion. They might have just gone into Subway to get a Subway. You don't know, do you? But apparently he legged it down this way and the woman ran after him. Apparently it was like a whippet. Ran like a fucking ground. But he went through the Memorial Gardens or towards that way. Now what they do is they nick perfume and then they bugger off to either Wetherspoons or somewhere like that, trying to sell it to get money for drugs, for the crack habit. Clacky. Plenty of clackies about in Melton. Just no help for them. I have no clue which way the police have gone, but they'll be about somewhere, and if I see them, I'll start recording. So I'm down near the George Hotel and there's a help point that I didn't actually know about, and there's some lads working on it. I won't get them on camera, but it's a CCTV, and apparently what it does is you press the button and it gets you straight through to whatever emergency service you want. The camera comes on and records. Now this is an absolutely excellent idea, I think. So I just thought I'd do a quick recording of it. Now I'm going to walk back into town because apparently somebody's been, thank you, someone's been apparently shoplifting in town, and the police are, have run after them. The police car is still at the top here. I'm going to be coming back down this way shortly anyway, because I've got a couple of bits I've got to do in town myself. But yeah, if you want to use that help point, what happens is you press the button, the camera will come on. So say you've been out on a night out with your friends and you think someone's following you. You press the help point, the camera comes on, and you stay around that area where the help point and the camera actually is, so people can actually see exactly what it is that's happening. Now, years ago we wouldn't have needed these, but with today's sort of society, we need them. We've got them popping up quite regularly around Melton now. There's one, I'll try and get a list of where they all are, but the police car's still here anyway. Whether they caught the guy or not, I don't know. All I know is he's pinched some perfume from, pinched a load of perfume from Boots and done a runner. So there you go. Now in other news, basically the two motorbikes that were stolen around a week ago by two locals, both of them have been arrested, but the bikes still haven't been returned. There are rumours that they've been resprayed and put somewhere and hidden, but I hope the person that's lost these two bikes, they're children's bikes basically, they work hard for the money they get and everything else, and they bought these bikes for their kids. I hope they get them back, I really do, because it's just completely and utterly out of fucking order doing that sort of thing. Pinching some kids' bikes for your own fucking enjoyment and everything else. They're just nothing but thieving. Now these people are well known. They're well known scum in Melton that steal things off of children. Now, you know, to me that's just absolutely fucking disgusting. So it looks like the police are back. Just about to get into the car and drive up, I think. I don't know whether they've been down to Boots or not. Down at Boots after the perfume or whatever it is that was stolen. Hope the person that chased them was alright. Can hear more sirens, but that's gone completely by. They might have got called out to another job, who knows. It looks like they're off anyway. Whether they caught them or not, I don't know. I don't even know if there's anybody in the back of the car. No, there's nobody in the back of the car, so they haven't caught them. But the thing is, the person will be on camera and they will get caught. Just look at the CCTV. That's all you got to do. Look at the CCTV, identify who it is, and catch them. Job done. So the police are off somewhere else in town. They didn't catch the person that went to Boots and decided to rob something from Boots. They know who he is. He's on CCTV. He will be caught. And again, we have got the radios and stuff in town and everything else, so that all helps. But yeah, off they go. See you in a minute. So as we come to another end of the day here with Street Switch Photography out in Melton on a Wednesday, we've seen the police. We've seen some, well, we haven't seen shoplifting, but there's been some shoplifting. I went in the library so we could see some immigrants and things like that. It's been an interesting day. I end the day here outside Edward Arger's office. This has been Street Switch Photography. If you like this video, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye for now and enjoy the rest of your day. Bonus footage. Now, I didn't zoom into the camera at the top here, did I, last time? So I thought we'd have a look now. So there's the camera, and basically that isn't activated until you press this button right here, of which activates the camera. Emergency Help Point, WCCTV, wireless CCTV. Now, what it actually does is, say you're out on a night with your friends and stuff, and you think you're being followed by somebody, you hit that button and it turns that camera on at the top there. I don't know whether it actually contacts anybody or anything like that. It's got a speaker on it, so I assume it does. But my point is, we wouldn't have needed these 25 years ago, would we? So why do we need them now, along with car ramming of peace barriers and things like that? Is it because crime rates are up and because of what the last government actually did? There's my point. And there's another point. Bonus footage. Look after the rest of your day and I'll see you later. Bye for now.